Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's slightly under pressure today, but no decisive, let's say no decision has been made. Short term, the price broke out of this local, very tight sideways range we discussed in the previous video. That, however, was not a surprise, given that I explained to you already this wave count and that in the yellow scenario, this here could be a B wave with potentially another low, and I also already reset this wave to lower. Pointed out that 82,980 still is the key level for the bulls to watch, because I mean this is now let's say now or never. Okay, that's wrong, but the bulls need to turn up here to keep the white scenario alive. What is the white scenario? The white scenario is a very speculative wave count, bullish one. That's the pathway the bulls could take, yeah. And the problem, however, is that the initial rally was only a 3-wave move up in wave A. We have a B wave pullback, and then the C wave up would be a 5-wave move. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Just talking about the shorter time frame here today. This would be the short-term bullish one. However, to keep this wave count, let's say a reasonable scenario and a plausible interpretation, the price should hold above $82,980. Any break below this level will make the white scenario far less likely, because if this indeed is a 1-2 setup, well, from Elliott Wave point of view, there are two levels. There's the hard rule, okay, that's the rule, black and white. We know that there is an invalidation, which is the low of the wave, or the beginning of the wave 1 to the upside here, located at $81,480. Any break below it will clearly invalidate the pattern. There's no way around it. It is what it is. If it happens, it is what it is. And there's no wiggle room left and everything. So this is the key level that we need to watch from a risk management point of view for the white count. However, the other level is based on guidelines. We know that a decisive break below the 78.6 retracement, in this case at $82,980, a decisive break below it will make it much more likely that this entire structure will break, yeah, and that invalidation will actually happen. So it's just between, okay, what is likely, and a break below the 78.6 retracement will make the white count far less likely, and below the invalidation point, it's invalidated anyway, okay? And then, yeah, I mean, in that case, then it's very likely that we're heading down to 75K. I'm hesitant to confirm at this point that we're going down to 75K, because the market is just moving up and down in corrective patterns, so this is not impulsive to the downside. At the same time, the price is clearly showing some short-term weakness, because we haven't seen any break above any previous signal line. So what we talked about in the previous video today was here, this green line, the signal line at around $86,700, and that was the earliest signal, you know, we could get from the market to suggest we go up. Clearly the market used it as resistance, okay, and then yeah, as I said, this is still relevant. So this is still a line that's relevant. We're just moving in ranges here. And for me, micro support is 82,980. That's important. Below that level, yellow becomes more likely. But yellow means potential triangle, yeah, with potentially even one more lower high to come in an E wave, okay? But also here, for the yellow count, if the price breaks actually below the red line, we just discussed it, around 81,500, it would suggest a direct move down. Because even in the triangle, I mean, the way I interpret the triangle, it's A, B, C, D, E. We know, I can tell you from experience, that often these triangles don't play out till the end. So they often either break first, yeah, or they actually don't play out at all, and we see a direct move up. So interpreting this as a triangle is just something I show you. For those who don't know, triangle would mean breakout to the opposite side of the E wave. So it would simply delay everything a little bit, maybe one more lower high and then a breakout to the downside. But we have very clear levels to watch here for the triangle. Essentially, it just shows us a range and indecision. Now, to the downside, I already mentioned to you that it should be confirmed that we're going down if there is a break below that red line to the upside to invalidate the triangle and clearly put or push probabilities towards the bulls. Yeah, it takes a break above in 92,900, this green line, because the E wave of the triangle must not go above the C wave high, and that would invalidate it, and therefore this is such an important level. Okay, so that's all I can say at the moment. We're still in this sideways consolidation today. We have a bit more volatility than yesterday, probably also because we're heading closer to the sorry, to the weekly candle close. Yeah, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership today at 5 p.m. UTC. We've got our member live stream, so if you want to join the conversation, yeah, check out the membership. We typically talk about the charts, chart requests, and today we talk about Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance, market cap charts, and so on. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.